So normally I get paid a lot of money to share this information, but at this point, I'm just so sick of seeing so much bullshit on the internet about how you start and grow a business or a side hustle, whatever it is, that I really don't care. So if you want to start a business or you want to start a side hustle, just please do yourself a favor. Please pay attention to what I have to say. I've been doing this a very long time and I know what I'm fucking talking about. And I literally tear my hair out every time I talk to someone about their business and they haven't been through this process. So here it is, like this is a framework of basically understanding whether or not your business has got legs and if it's going to do what you want it to do, whether it's the right side hustle for you, whether it's the right business for you. Here we go. First thing you're going to do is you're going to sit down and you're going to be like, and this applies to whether you want to start a new business, you've got one, or you're trying to get a side hustle going. What do you like doing? What are you good at doing? And what will make you money? Write those things out. Number 2, understand what your personal goal is. What do you want from your life and your business? And do those things align? Because it can be all well and good having this like really noble cause of a business, whatever it might be. But if you want to make shit tons of money and that business and that product doesn't align with that, then it's never going to work out for you. Understand what your personal goal is, how much time you want to invest in this business, exactly what you want your life to look like when you're running this business or your side hustle. Do you want to quit your 9-to-5 job? Do you just want to have it making you an extra £1,000 on the side? Like, just decide what your goal is. The amount of people who do not know what their personal goal is with a business actually astounds me. And if your answer is that you want to make a lot of money, that is perfectly fine. Number 3, I can't believe I'm actually having to say this out loud, but it's probably the area that most people could just completely ignore because they hate thinking about it. They've told themselves this story, they're bad at Excel, blah, blah, blah. Understand how the money works. How do you make money? How much margin do you make on a product or your service? Like, how does the cash flow work? When do you get paid? How do the taxes work? You have to understand how the money works. I don't care that you don't like it. I don't care that it's not sexy. Like, just understand, please understand how the money works. Like, just talk to a professional about it, okay? Get some help. Understand how the money works. Get yourself a spreadsheet. If you're going to run a business, you need to know how the cash runs. Number 4, find product market fit. Understand if you are a vitamin or a pill. So a vitamin is something that it's nice to have. A pill is something someone actually needs in order to function in everyday life. So clothes can be a vitamin or a pill. Trendy, fashionable clothes can be a vitamin, right? You don't actually need them. Pill, underwear, you fucking need it, right? So understand where you're at on that spectrum and be okay with it. Understand what problem it is that you actually solve, because your entire marketing strategy hangs on whether or not you're a vitamin or a pill, and also your ability to acquire customers. My preference is that you develop a pill business, but you know, I'm an investor. I spend my life looking for pill businesses. This makes me sound like I should have used a different analogy, but whatever, you get the point. Number 5, who is your customer? Your customer are the people with the problem that you solve, not the demographic that you think they are. It's not women aged 35 to 55. It's whoever has got the problem that your business solves, okay? Who's going to buy from you? That's your customer, not a demographic. Number 6, how do you actually reach these people? Where are they? That's your demographic data, okay? That's where you go into that next layer. Your first layer is understanding who the people with the problem are. Then you want to understand how you're actually going to reach them. Get that from qualitative data, okay? Get it from the people that have got the problem. Get them to tell you where they are, what they like, where they're hanging out, what their problems are. Don't make any assumptions, okay? Number 7, how are the operations going to work? How does the supply chain work? How are you actually going to get your product or service into the hands of the people that are going to buy it? How much time is that going to take you to do if you're a service-based business? How much is the postage going to cost you? All of that, the logistics of how the company works. You don't need anything fancy to do this. Get a piece of paper, write it out. How do you operationally run this whole business? Number 8, how does it scale? How does it grow beyond £1,000 a month if you want it to? How does it grow to £10,000, £20,000, whatever relates to your financial goal? How do you actually get it from A to B? Number 9, where do you fit in? You cannot be all things to all people. You cannot do all of this stuff yourself. So decide what your job and your role is going to be based on what you actually want to be doing, and then either automate or hire for the rest of the shit, okay? Check that you can't automate it before you start hiring people. Top tip, like, Just check there's not technology that can do it for you or do a really good job for you before you spend a ton of time and money hiring a bunch of people, okay? So where do you fit in? Does this align with what you actually really, really want from your life? Now, once you have done steps 1 to 9, now you can start thinking about a brand and sales and storytelling and a logo and all of that carry on, okay? Up until this point, name it something. Name it your name. Whatever it is, just give it a project name. Work out all of this stuff first. Then you can go to number 10. Then you can start watching all of the TikTok videos on, how to hack your TikTok sales or blah, blah, blah. Like anything else you want to do, you can do that once you've done steps 1 to 9, okay? Just please follow this advice. Thank you so much.